return as well. Going each other's way.
Yeah.
Just showed one of Danny's heroes there, Michael Parsons. The linebacker from Green Bay Packers, who actually left the Dallas Cowboys last August. 4-year deal worth £188 million, the highest salary ever for a player other than a quarterback. Almost reach your wages when you went to Blackburn Rovers.
That's true, yeah. I've been a long time admirer, that's for sure.
Few the Blackburn fans on social media.
Yeah, there's no need for that. No need. Pepe's having a big impact on the game. He's actually doing really well, causing so many problems here. For Muller Wolf, keep getting the ball to Pepe. He looks strong, fit, skillful, raring to go. Just keep getting in the ball. And then obviously you've got the Amanda on the other side. They're the two players. They're the ones who are going to influence this game the most by the looks of things.
West Brom Player of the Year. Before his move to Bologna. Not sure he's going here though. It's a nooser in the end. Silla. Now Patterson's out of possession and Diamanda has space to run into. Early into Bonnie. Begins challenge, another Ivory Coast corner. That's 6 now.
Sherlock losing the ball again in that right wing area, can't get his feet sorted out. And then there's the counter again, this time it's Diamande.
Low this time from Diamande. Bonnie. Ulai. Wants to keep it in the middle. Classier. That's another corner kick.
He did really well, that Ulai. Kind of lost his foot and then his rhythm and then got the ball back. Kept it in play.
Giving it back to Kessia. And Haaland's defensive header. Something of a missed kick from Agbadou. Played the Premier League way back when for Wimbledon. Stella Solbakken before falling out with Joe Kinnear. Is that old you might have played against him?
Possibly.
Don't know it now. He speaks very highly of you.
He looks a bit older than me, to be fair. Don't be cruel.
Ulai. Sangare. Joe couldn't find Pepe on that occasion. Here's the elbow runner. Start to 0. Steadying the voice even though they haven't too much to shout about. They've got a magnificent fans on the in and around the stadium and the city.
They have. But they need some help from the team to get them going a bit more because at the moment they're a bit flat. Not really working, is it, with Sherlock out there on the right, Haaland being isolated on his own, trying to be supported by Odegaard. Maybe switch those two at some point, we'll have to wait and see.
This result's not a surprise. So much as we've actually only seen 2 first-half goals in the knockouts so far.
Seen some bad penalties, though, that's for sure. Lots of action, lots of jeopardy.
Anything German? Contentious VAR decision. Solo. Can he get the cross in? He can. Haaland jumping. And he shoots it in with that for Fofana.
It's better over there from Sherlock. Managed to get first impact in the game, really good cross to the back post. Haaland can't quite get the power on it. Yeah, man, they're just leaving the ball there. Well, it's that lucky, I think. Just can't generate the power because there wasn't much speed on the cross. Stabbed it up to the back post. Difficult chance, even for a man of his quality.
Looking for Bobby. He's in a physical battle with Aya. He needed Hagen to help him out.
Did really well, Aya kept his composure. Didn't do anything silly, good defending.
Maintaining here with Burke. Musa. First time he's a chance to run. Erdegaard. Sabari block. Sella. Let's get Musa into the game. He has got that raw pace.
He has, yeah. It's been more down the right, hasn't it? But he's certainly got that dynamism and that willingness to go past people and try and impact the game.
Here he is now. Berg. Erdegaard. Musa. Trying to provide.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Norway 1-0.
His 9th international goal to light
Fuck.
and give his nation the lead.
Brilliant goal. Just talking about it. And then he produces that. He was so unfair. He hadn't got the ball enough for when he was brave. He went and committed the defender and he fed it in the corner beautifully. It's a lovely goal. Really beautiful finish.
God damn it.
A little bit against the run of play, really.
But he has that in his locker. The Leipzig man. Special strike. Norway leads.
He's going to watch that one back a few times.
And this is interesting. It's the first time in the World Cup that Ivory Coast have conceded the first goal. 6 minutes before half-time, too.
Yeah, well, they brought in an extra midfielder, didn't they? And they've left Ahmad out and gone with the 3 forwards, whereas the previous games they played all 4 of them, so maybe his hand has been forced. We might see him at half time, or if not, very soon in the second half, I would imagine.
both of their group games when they scored first. I'll be hoping history repeats itself here. Trying to find early guards.
Fuck.
There's a knockdown towards Haaland!
Well, when he looks up here, he puts in a great cross, but they're both in there, Serlo and Haaland. Two out for men, he wins the knockdown, and that's what you get when they're together, more centrally in there.
Sangara, yeah, brilliant. Fantastic recovery. Norway corner. Patrick Berg with it. That could have easily been two. Serlo didn't quite get enough on the initial header.
I think he's got to score. The man of his quality, we know how good he is in the air. You can see it all the way. Just puts too much on it. Trying to steer into that corner. What a big chance that is.
And then Haaland was inches away from the second ball. That could be a big moment, because that might have been a lot for Ivory Coast to come back from.
Absolutely.
Ivory Coast have scored 11 with their last 12 World Cup games. They have to score in this one.
They've got into a few really dangerous positions. Kate, lacking numbers in the box. He's been a bit isolated at times, Bonnie. None of the midfielders have really got past him too often. Kessier, Ulai.
It's given away by the goal scorer, Nusa. Bonnie's been dispossessed. And it's recovery.
Oh, come on.
Now Diamande. Another corner. Now they do really have something to shout about. Almost an even for them.
Corner kick, Ivory Coast.
Diamande's corner. Strong punch from Leeds.
Defending set plays really well, Norway. We've got a few corners, Ivory Coast.
Diamande.
Oh, come on, man. Bravo.
And they've given a corner.
Well, was Kessier got in there on the inside of that position.
And it comes from Pepe.
Oh.
Come on.
I don't know if it's Ivory did it. I saw his shirt being pulled on the. We'll have to wait and see if we get the replay back. He appealed straight away. No, not having it. There. He's got no for attack dramatically. He's having his shirt pulled.
It was Boga, wasn't it? The Fulham player.
Yeah.
Referee.
Oh.
That's clear. That's clear. That's clear. 4 minutes. Into the first half. It took a while to warm up, but now it's.
Oh, shit, man. Yellow card.
It's been helpful for that.
Yes.
21-year-old goal scorer. And now first recipient of a yellow card.
Reckless.
Yeah, just a little kick out there. Didn't need to, really.
ever goal scorer at a major tournament for Norway. Antonio Nusa.
It was a brilliant goal. We could see he wanted to cut in on his right foot, but he did it so quickly. And the precision to find a corner, calmness was outstanding.
Pepe behind this free kick in stoppage time. Inviting one.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nyland scrambling to his
Very
right.
close.
Well, he put his flag up for offside as well, but it was a good ball in from Pepe.
Very close.
It was Ivory, wasn't it? Half a chance.
Serlota. Out by Ivory.
Samagi.
That's for Serlota to chase. Norway throw. For a minute of time added on at the end of this first half. Bonnie. Dispossessed by Berg. Norway in front. Of a special strike from the 21-year-old Antonio Nusa, who's become his country's youngest ever goal scorer at a major tournament. And he's got that Viking row in full flow at the moment. They are halfway to a last 16 tie with Brazil. But a lot of football still to be played. And it was a little bit against the run of play, but they won't care. At half-time in Dallas, Ivory Coast 0, Norway 1.
Well, Norway have definitely grown into the game, haven't they? But Steph, we said we hopefully we weren't going to mention the words load and block, and we certainly had a much more open game, haven't we?
Yeah, we definitely have. I think both teams, definitely Ivory Coast have been the better team over the half. I think they had a lot more chances or dribbles in the opposition box, and some other player, Norway, definitely took their chance when they needed to.
It's one of those games where you just know there was going to be a shift of energy at some point, and for the Ivory Coast, having opportunity, getting in behind Norway, you felt they had to get something from that period of strength they had in the game.
Yeah, they dominated, but they had the most clear-cut chances. They had opportunities to be ahead in this game, and me and myself and Wayne and 9 corners. But me and Wayne was just talking about when you have that kind of momentum and you create so many chances, yourself that luxury to try and get your noses in front, because then it kind of just allows the opposition team to come at you, and then the game opens more for you to have more opportunities, but they never took their chances. And then when the momentum shifted, and Norway made full use of the opportunity.
We said pre-match no team had ever made 10 changes and then made changes for the next game. And actually, there was a bit about Norway that you could almost, it had that game off. It took a bit of time, didn't it, for them to kind of get into the game. They didn't panic, but they weren't perhaps kind of at their full throttle, were they, for quite a while?
He wasn't, and times because Ivory Coast had the momentum, as Benny said, then he had to stay in the game, and he had some good half opportunities, and El Haaland had some half opportunities, but when the opportunity came, you have to be clinical, and in these knockout stages, that's what this game is all about, and being clinical and taking your chances, and Norway have done that, and after that, they obviously had a few more chances, but...
Let's have a look at the goal, because it's really cleverly worked, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and
I think we spoke about the wingers and how important they are to Ivory Coast, and this again was really good wing play. Diomande really holding up the ball, and that's Coda, the left back, overlap. It was great time with the pass. He cuts in on his right foot and has a shot, and was really unlucky to not maybe make the keeper work. I think there's a little bit disappointing in terms of his runners in the box, and again I think all we spoke about that first half is Diomande and Pepe, how important they are to Ivory Coast, and Diomande doing what he's done all tournament, cutting inside, but also Pepe, you see his movement, one for the defender, one himself, and getting in the back post. I think he'd be really disappointed with that. I think he needs to try and hit it more into the ground. Of course, it's on his weak foot, but I think it was two fantastic chances for Ivory Coast.
Just to add on what Steph said there, I'm disappointed at the striker that he never even get to try and get his nose ahead in between the two centre backs, because it was coming from across from Diomande to the other winger, and the striker just stands in the middle without a movement.
But we'll see one shortly with El Haaland, the difference in anticipation.
Yes, exactly.
We'll see it shortly coming up.
But let's have a little look a bit more at the Ivory Coast, though, and their right-hand side, and Pep in particular, who was getting them forwards.
Yeah, when we talk about Ivory Coast is not taking their chances, but having the upper hand of the game. Due and Pepe, they had so much joy the whole game, having that nice intricate passes in the two. And Due was underlapping, and then he allows Nicolas Pepe to stay wide, and when he stays wide, Nicolas Pepe go inside. So that combination worked really well for them, and they created so many chances. But unfortunately, when you get so many opportunities and you don't stick one away, and then you find yourself just being punched towards the end and you're trailing. But when you look, it was almost all Ivory Coast. Nicolas Pepe again here on the outside, nice little body swerve, sending the Norwegian to the tuck shop, and then puts in a fantastic ball. But just a little bit too much pace for Kessie and Bonnie to...
You remember Pepe was a £72 million signing for Arsenal back in 2019. Didn't work for him there in Ivory.
Yeah, the Premier League ain't no. It's a tough. Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Food example.
Yes. No, it is a tough place, and especially for him when you come with such a big tag, and you deliver.
But he's doing well at Villarreal, and I was nominated for the La Liga this season. He's obviously out to impress in this World Cup. Not just got the end product just yet. Neither has Erling Haaland, actually, and it was a bit quiet early on. Was that credit to Ivory Coast, or?
Yep, because I think Ivory Coast had the best of the first half, but he's always a threat, and you can't keep giving these opportunities or half opportunities. Here he makes a really good run, creates some space, and if the pass is a little bit better, he gets a good chance at goal. And then again here, nothing special in what he's doing, just staying in the middle of the goal. But then he pulls to the back post again. Probably has a little bit too much time on his hands, and it's a difficult hand to score from. But this is how you defend against El Haaland. You look at the two Ivory Coast defenders, not giving them any room, staying to him. It's a float across, but then again, it's a very difficult header to get any in front. And then this one is, when we're talking about anticipation of Ivory Coast here, it goes over his head, he stays alive. And I think it's good defended, but I think he'll be disappointed that he doesn't get a better connection on that. But if you keep giving him these little half opportunities, he will punish you. So I think Ivory Coast has defended well, but you still need to keep an eye on.
Now they're going to be chasing the game a bit more as well, Steph, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think Wayne highlighted a lot of Haaland's positions. He's right in between the centre-backs, and I think the more that Ivory Coast try and go and get back into this game, there's going to be more space for him. So even more, they have to really concentrate on the fact that where is Haaland all the time.
Okay, let's go back to Steve Bauer and Danny Murphy, who The temperature being cold. And you got coats on, Steve.
Yeah. Listen, it's a privilege to be here, Gabby. So you know I'm not a negative person, but the air conditioning in this stadium, and Danny and I have been lucky to be here a couple of times, has been cranked up. And it is a little icy, but that is not a negative in any way, shape or form. We're enjoying being here, and actually there's so many Norway fans in this stadium, and for a country less than 6 million, Danny, they're milling around the city, and you were willing them in that first half to give them something to really shout about, and Noosa did that, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a brilliant goal. We were surprised actually. We thought we might, the first time today, we might see a stadium that's not full.
Yeah.
And we've been fortunate, we've got Mexico, Argentina, but the Norwegians have come out in their thousands. It's a great atmosphere, but they needed that goal. It was getting a bit flat, the game. I thought Norway were poor really up to that point. But the goals changed the momentum, changed the game, and I think now it's going to be up to Ivory Coast to make a change, probably Ahmad, I would imagine, and get him on the pitch, because he's a game changer and they need to get back in again.
He's the obvious option. Like he is perhaps why the manager has done that today.
Well, I think the midfield three of Ivory Coast, none of them are that creative. I haven't seen any of them really burst past their striker, make a run in behind. It's all a bit predictable. They've got great pace and skill in wide areas, but I'd like to see maybe Pepe plays as a 10 behind him and Ahmad comes on the right, or Ahmad can play as a 10. We've seen him do that for United. They've got to get back in, so I expect to see the time, or at least minutes in.
And as we've mentioned, when you talk to the fans around us and the Ivory Coast supporters who are here as well, they've never remembered a team in a knockout game of the World Cup. The fact that it's Brazil lying next has just added to the excitement around here, hasn't it?
Well, it's a great reward for either of these nations, isn't it, to go and play Brazil, and that's why I expect a response in this second half. And also as well, if they do go after them, then we should see a bit more of Haaland out, because he was not at the service to be at his best. Maybe one or two chances near the end, but I think the second half's going to get a lot better. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely, yeah. And either way, as we say, there will be some celebration here, Gabby, whoever gets through to play Brazil.
Steve, Dan, thank you very much. I noticed that the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders didn't get to put a jacket on, did they, when they were doing their thing behind them just then? A reminder then that all other content, and lots of it, is available on BBC iPlayer.
Shout out to the Dream Team. Your top tier squad.
Bad fight forever. Cash free.
Of Comedy All-Stars.
Come on, let's go! It's coming out!
You're massively overusing that phrase.
I know I am. I'm nervous.
All-Stars coming.
What are you doing here? I'm a disc jockey.
This World Cup, select your Comedy Dream Team on BBC iPlayer.
Commentary of the next round of 32 matches. France take on Sweden is available on 5 Live BBC from 10 o'clock tonight. England face the Democratic Republic of Congo in Atlanta tomorrow. That's live on BBC One at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's live uninterrupted coverage of every quarter of Wimbledon.
Bounces! Oh, that's a goal that means the whole world to Cody Gakpo, and the whole team rushes to Cody Gakpo. Here comes Mazraoui inside left channel, out towards the far side touchline. Cross comes in, and it's flicked on the net, and it's a Diop's got the goal that gets Morocco level, and the Manchester onto the pitch. Huge goal for Morocco as we enter added time. From penalties we will decide. 16. Myers with a run up and tucks it into the bottom right hand corner. El Ivory, right footed. Oh, it's in the bar and goes over. It is advantage Netherlands. Kleiber, it'll be hit right footed with his pink boots and he hits the post. The advantage wipes out almost immediately. As Rahimi runs up and saved by Bruggen, but his legs take it in. Oh, would you believe that? Van Veghorst is next. Feet shoulder width apart, a big puff in the chest. Van Veghorst, right-footed, scores, solid penalty. Talby, the number 7, right-footed, sends it to the right-hand side of the goal. Timber, little shrug in the shoulders, short runner, right-footed, swats it wide in the left-hand post. Ashraf Hakimi to give Morocco the advantage, and he hits the post. Somerville, it's saved. Netherlands miss again. So they have scored in every group stage game with the chance to put Morocco through against the Netherlands, and he does! The Netherlands are out before even the round of 16. Morocco are at it again in the World Cup.
Just a reminder, we could be heading that way if Ivory Coast get themselves back into this one. Will it be extra time? Will Norway extend their lead? Let's hand you back to Dallas, Steve Bauer and Danny Murphy.
Gabby, thank you. And it will be Norway leading by that goal to nil to get us underway for this second half. Can they see it out? Remember, if you're watching any of the World Cup matches live or enjoying the highlights on iPlayer, don't forget you do need a TV license. You can scan the QR code to purchase one now. No changes incidentally from either coach at half-time. Ahmad was warming up with the rest of the replacements. He is the obvious one. They do have a Dinger of Sunderland as well. Kesson, who finished the season with Chris, and indeed Wei Frankfurt, all on the bench. There's an interesting one from Dure. Foul on Diamanda.
It's got to be Kessie or Ula who gets forward more and tries to. Because when Pepe and Diamanda are really dynamic down the wide areas and deep and deep, Bonnie's too isolated, although he did have a couple of opportunities. Bonnie didn't quite anticipate the crosses earlier on than he was talking about in the studio. He was spot on there.
It's from Norway's way. Third time Norway have got out of the group in their history. The previous 2 occasions in the last 16, they've been beaten on both occasions by Italy. Where ironically they finished above in qualifying. Conan into Bonnie. Agdali. afternoon. Atalanta from Leverkusen. It's a successful team, Xabi Alonso's. Diomande. Konan's cross. Pepe. Against Muller-Wolfer again. Doué's delivery. Still alive with Konan. Diomande's ball.
It's a brilliant ball from Doué. Someone's got to be there. Look at that. What? I mean, it's perfect. Just get across your defender. Make Ronnie static in there, Bonnie.
Double figures for corners already. Ivory Coast. Constantly just going warning around the goalkeeper, which is a hot topic after yesterday's Uruguay-Germany game. Who has left Sterling there, and he's got plenty of time to assess the cross, which was headed away by Berg. Disappointment from Ivory Coast point of view.
Good play from Konan, wasn't down that left-hand side, nice and positive. Put a decent ball in there. They had good numbers in there this time. Not sure why Sangare is trying to volley from 35 yards, 40 yards. Anyway.
Henderson's throw. Muller-Wolfer. Odegaard. There's still a lot to chase. To do always a favourite, but Odegaard took the pocket.
Fuck.
He's got Musa over here.
Oh, he's got to hit it.
Muller-Wolfer's cross over Haaland, over Serra.
Wasted.
A good move, good win, good pressing to win the ball back. I think he just gets caught in too mind, Odegaard. It opened up for him. Just have some belief.
The next goal, absolutely pivotal here.
I think he's got to be thinking of a change or two soon.
Pepe. Leland denies it. Now Nusa, Norway goal scorer.
Falls to Pepe in the box. Decent save, tried to do him with the eyes near post. Keeper as well.
That's the middle at Norwich. Torn Neeland. First time he's been called upon today. Here's Hart. Okay. Erdegaard. Very congested in those central areas.
Just took a bit too long again. It's like he's overthinking everything. We know what a great player he is, but best he does things decisively and more quickly. Just took an extra touch, and then they got back and won it back.
Pepe once more. 2 goals last time out against Curacao.
He's been the bright spark, he's been the one. If something's going to happen, it's been through him mainly. I'm pretty sure he won't be one of the players to come off. There's a couple of changes happening down below us.
That's a good delivery. Gonna reach Bonnie. Reach Pepe. Uncomfortable for Neeland in the end. They couldn't generate any power. Ahmad is ready, incidentally, for Ivory Coast in a double change. Next time the ball goes out of play.
Good for you, Erdegaard. Nice, protected it well there.
Concentration time for Ivory Coast before a double positive attacking change is going to take place.
Yeah, they had that wonderful chance, didn't they, Norwich, for us with the iron. Sherlock, wasn't it? Yeah. Great height, good delivery.
Erdegaard signal and then delivery. Fantastic one! Oh. Fofana's delighted to get hold of that.
Could have gone anywhere.
Ivory Coast survive. Ulai. Kona. Couldn't get round back. Look at this.
That was a
Great ball in,
handball.
isn't it? Great area. Could have come off anybody. Got away with it.
Corner short this time to Ulai. Pepe's cross blocked by Nusa. Diamande.
Wow, shit. Fuck.
Such bad technique to fly one that high.
That's the difference at the moment. Real piece of quality.
It really was outstanding.
That's the end of Bonnie's day. And Unai as well, so as well as Ahmad, that man Way of Eintracht Frankfurt has come on his 5th cap. Recently pledged his allegiance to Ivory Coast, 23-year-old.
That makes sense. Bonnie struggled a little bit, and Unai hadn't really impacted the game.
Certainly an attacking change.
Yeah.
Because Ahmad is going to play just behind Way. Who ended this season on loan at Nice in France.
Relax, bro.
Back to Ahmad. Got that late winner against Ecuador in the opener. Diamande. Diver in the way.
Good defending again. Patient and dive in. Doubling up, doing the work.
Berg. Wolf has continued his run here. Fantastic tracking from Due. And now Pepe. Can Ahmad help at the spark? The Ivorian's name. That's a lovely touch. Pepe.
So good from Ahmad. Straight away.
Pepe. For a split second about the effort.
Stayed with him well, Noosa, actually. Again, disciplined from the wide man, coming in with him all the way, not diving in, not risking it, just staying focused.
Diamande. Had him in the way.
The subs have lifted them out already. Even that, I mean, great bit of skill, but just that, I mean, the fact he's got people around him playing on the same level as him in terms of the give and goes, and
referee wants to sort out the congestion before the corner is taken. Barrage of Ivory Coast corners, but very little joy from them so far. Diamande's delivery. Again, strong punch from Neeland. Ahmad. Mighty delivery. Defended by Haaland twice, 3 times.
great ball back in from Ahmad.
Haaland on the charge. You can't reach that one. Fofana had a good starting position.
Holland.
There's that ball in, brilliant header from Haaland doing his defensive work. We've seen him do that many times for City. Can be lethal in the attacking box, but so helpful in the defensive one.
Ahmad has had so many touches already.
Well, the top player, he goes and demands the ball. He wants to get on it. He wants to make things happen. He wants to get his team back into this game. Amazing he didn't start, really.
Right by the end.
That was quite dramatic.
That's another Norwegian celebration still on the cards, but only one goal in, and that's Yusuf Mørdegaard. This off Ivory for a Norway corner.
It was a good ball, wasn't it? Inside the fullback, trying to get Pedersen in, I think it was, and it was good defending from Ivory. The more Ivory Coast throw men forward, going to see these counters from Norway.
Take two, referee. Just to speak to Aya and Sangare. Who Sangare was holding, actually.
Well, he wants to be careful because with the new rules, he can give a penalty even if you're doing it before the ball comes in.
So in it comes now from Mørdegaard. First touch, goodness me, Hagen denied on the line. They're looking to the referee to see if the watch went off.
It's another legs off, wasn't it?
He's been asked the whole play here, the referee.
Goal or no goal?
Block it with.
Goal or no goal?
No, he's still holding play.
No goal.
Now they carry on. It was the grappling, I understand, they were looking at. Check is complete.
It's amazing how it stayed out though, wasn't it? More problems on set plays for Ivory Coast.
Pepe. Way. All the way through again.
Damn it. Damn it.
Good play. Berg. On goes Noosa. He's got to stay on side.
He's off, I think.
Yes, he is. The flag has now gone up. Didn't need to be there either.
Do you know what's not his fault? It was Berg in the middle of the pitch. He made the run at the right time, but he took an extra touch. This is the
central midfielders there.
It's a poor mate actually, that one before, but they're still in it just about.
1-0 still as we head into the second half. Hydration break. His goal is still the difference in the 39th minute. A reminder, France in action tonight, 10 p.m. against Sweden. You can listen to that on BBC 5 Live, BBC Sounds. A reminder, the only place you'll see England, DR Congo tomorrow. It's on BBC 1 from 4 p.m. and iPlayer. And remember, the highlights of every game are available on BBC iPlayer. And of course, you can scan the QR code on screen now to have your say on the BBC Sports player rater. Get involved. Tell us who has impressed you in this particular game so far.
I think Pepe's done well for Ivory Coast. Noosa's been the standout. Noosa, sorry.
Here's the replay of this opportunity.
Oh.
Ahmad off the line.
Incredible. Sherlock causing loads of problems in there. He's got a score, hasn't he, Hegel?
Well, he's never scored for Norway.
You can tell. I mean, it does come out in fact, to be honest. There's a bit of grappling on the back post with Aya, isn't it?
That's what they looked at and checked. Including West Ivory Coast, but they're still in it. They're still the ones. On the verge of an enormous celebration.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it, about the cautious approach, leaving Ahmad on the bench, playing another midfielder. We saw the Dutch last night in the extra time, being cautious and pragmatic, and protecting rather than going for it with the quality they had. Just feel if you'd been on the pitch from the start, there was 4 attacking players. This is the goal that separates the two teams we can watch over and over again and admire, but I do feel they've missed a trick. Ivory Coast. Still got time to fix it.
That's right, become only the 3rd African nation to win their first knockout game. And I tell you, Cameroon and Senegal, who achieved that, both needed extra time to complete the job. And I'm sure if you gave Ivory Coast that now, they would take it.